Record it anyways. You never know what might happen. So I want to just welcome you, and I hope that you are having an amazing day. And I am welcoming you to part 2 of our series around I am heard, I am confident, and I am abundant. And if you are popping into Facebook, please just tell me if you can hear me nicely. And yeah, if you have any comments or challenges getting in, let us know. Otherwise, I am going to kick this off right now. So as I said, welcome again, and just following on from last week, I would love to hear from you what came up for you last week while we were doing I Am Heard. And yeah, what were your takeaways? I also shared a quiz. What were your takeaways from the quiz? Did you learn anything? It's called the Level Up quiz. And did you learn anything new about yourself? Is there anything that was like a surprise for you? Or is it just stuff that you knew about yourself that you couldn't, you just, it's always been there, but you maybe don't pay attention to it? Just let us know what came up for you. We would love to hear back from you. And as mentioned before, and before we delve into who I am confident, not who am I, we're not talking about who am I today. Before we talk about I am confident, I mentioned last week that we are going to be sharing prizes for live attendance. And today I am super, super grateful to be able to share our winner from last week with you. Her name is Christine Duplessis. She is amazing. She manages to find me on all my lives. Doesn't matter whether I'm on TikTok, on Facebook, wherever I am, she always finds me. And her support is immense. So I'm so grateful to be able to award this prize to her. And a little birdie told me that the timing is perfect for her. And the prize that she's getting is, wait for it, it is a seat in my Permission to Change group coaching, which is kicking off on the 15th of June. It is where we delve deep into who am I, like we look into our core values, our purpose, and our passions, and our limiting beliefs, and we learn how to reflect effectively. It is a phenomenal, life-changing course. So if this is something that you are interested in, please come and join us. It will be a limited amount of women, like-minded women, who are feeling stuck, who feel like they are losing their identity, maybe they're heading for burnout. So please do come, and if you need any information, let us know. But congratulations, Christine. I couldn't be more grateful and happy for you to join us on this coaching program. Now that we have the skills that we need to have our voices heard, let's tap into how to become more confident. So in this session, we are going to focus on why you should be confident, what prevents us from being confident, and how to build sustainable confidence. Sustainable confidence, not temporary confidence, sustainable. Because we want it until the rest of our lives, right? We want it from the morning when we wake up until we go to bed at night, right? And after the session, you will walk away with action steps to take towards being more confident. So what I want you to do right now is just close your eyes. Close your eyes and imagine yourself, visualize yourself, bring up this picture of you being confident, confidently you. It doesn't matter where you are at home, whether you are in your community, whether you are at work, in a boardroom, on the sports field, on a stage, online, doesn't matter where you are. Just see yourself confident, your shoulders are back, you are holding yourself, you're holding the space that you are in, and you are feeling confident. What does that feel like? Just tap into that actual feeling confident. And hold on to that feeling for the rest of this chat. And by the way, we're not into fake it until you make it. Although it is something that I used this morning when I was talking about me and technical things. I am not extremely confident with technical things, and yeah, I just do it. So why should we be confident? And let me just share my screen with you for a second. If I can find share. Right. So let us share my screen. Okay, I hope you can see my screen. But yeah, let's kick off. So why should we be confident? Self-confident people are more successful, right? Self-confident people are more successful. I mean, it's either that or it is you're not confident and you sit in your home and you're not willing to pick up the phone or send an email or put yourself out there. Successful people put themselves out there. They take themselves seriously. It's all about really taking yourself seriously and knowing that you have got something of value to provide to the world, right? And we all have that. They experience more fearlessness and less anxiety. So of course, confident people are confident in their abilities and their skills and their strengths. And again, we're not talking about fake it until you make it. We're talking about real, true, sustainable confidence. They are happy and optimistic and satisfied. Why? Because they are connected with themselves. They know who they are. They are able to carry themselves with confidence. And the more connected you are with yourself and the more confident you are within yourself, the happier you are. It keeps you safe. So you're more in the moment. You're not just acting. You're actually there in the moment confidently, thinking about what it is that you're doing and what is it that you want to achieve. Confidence improves relationships in such a big way, I want to say that there's a link between confidence and authenticity. The more confident you are within yourself, the more connected, the more you know yourself, the more authentic you are. And authenticity or inauthenticity doesn't do well in relationships. I don't know if you've been there, but I have been there in my life where I was so out of sync with who I truly was. I was totally disconnected. I was not confident. I was literally faking it until I would put this mask on, I would put makeup on, I would do the hair, put the clothes on the heels. But inside, I wasn't feeling confident. So in my relationships, I was not authentic. I had this mask on. And that does not make for a good relationship. It doesn't matter what you say. It does not make for a good relationship. And then, of course, confidence earns respect. I live in the Caribbean. In the Caribbean, of course, we've got all shapes and sizes. Do you know how much respect I have for women of all shapes and sizes, putting their bodies in small bikinis and walking around on the beach. They are confident within themselves, and I know they get criticized by people for doing that. But is the problem with them owning themselves, being confident in who they truly are, placing more emphasis on who they are than on their outer appearance? Are they the problem? Or is the person criticizing them for doing that the problem? Because perhaps they don't have the confidence, because perhaps they are more aware of what they look like on the outside than on the inside, because maybe they're not so happy on the inside. Just think about it. I've got the utmost respect for any person who are able to show skin and show themselves and wear whatever they want to wear or feel like wearing confidently. So what prevents us from being confident? Fear. A variety of different fears can prevent you from being confident. Fear at being laughed at, fear at being judged, fear of being isolated and finger pointed at in the workplace, fear of persecution, fear of just others' opinions of you actually doesn't matter, it shouldn't matter to you. It's got nothing to do with you. So fears hold us back. At the end of this talk, we will talk about action steps, but I just want to share with you that take a pen, pause this video, take a pen and just write down what are your actual fears that are holding you back. And more importantly, what is behind these fears? Is it self-doubt? Is it self-worth? I'm going to get to that just now. But what is behind? What's really, truly behind the fears? Overthinking, we women, very, very popular for the amount of overthinking we do. We already way in the future, like if this happens, I do this, that person will do that, and then that woman will say that, and we overthink this whole thing, and all of that overthinking prevents us from stepping into our power confidently, just owning who you are. Comparing yourself to others. It's the worst thing you can do. It's the most toxic thing that you can do for yourself. They have not walked in your shoes. You have not walked in their shoes. What you see on Instagram is not necessarily people's real lives. We idolize actors. We idolize them, right? We see them as these amazing human beings, or I used to, wealthy with big houses, big cars. Recently, I actually started making an effort to see them as human beings, because that's what they are. They are human beings like you and I. They were created. We were all created equal. They do exactly the things that you do. And more so, they have similar challenges than you and I, on a different level maybe, but we all have challenges. Nobody's world is perfect. Nobody. You just have to look at the amount of actors that commit suicide. Acting is a job, and it's actually a very stressful job. Yes, they get paid exorbitantly. Still a job. So low self-esteem. Why do you have low self-esteem? Where does it come from? You're not born with a low self-esteem. People are not born with a low self-esteem, but a low self-esteem gets created over years of whatever, of either events that happened or things that were said, or things that you started building up a story of, I'm not worthy, I'm not valuable. I have nothing to add to this world. Whatever it is, where does it come from? Where does it come from? Where did it start? And in your adult mind, is it still true? Really? Challenge those beliefs that you have. I'm going to get to limiting beliefs now, but challenge the events that happened. Yes, if that teacher said you were stupid, challenge as an adult, like, really? Maybe that teacher was just having a bad day. Maybe, there could have been a myriad of reasons why that teacher said that. Doesn't make me stupid. So low self-esteem and limiting beliefs are very well tied together. Limiting beliefs are your beliefs, consciously or subconsciously, and mostly subconsciously. These are the beliefs that actually guide you to make decisions, to act, to behave. It guides the way you see and interpret, more importantly. If you see a man and a woman arguing and you come from an abusive relationship, what goes on for you? What do you immediately believe is going on between this man and woman? Of course, the women will be the victim. Yeah, that would be your interpretation if you have not dealt with the trauma around your abuse. Our beliefs are formed over the years, and it doesn't necessarily start with the last toxic relationship that you were in. It probably started in your childhood. So go back to your childhood and where do those beliefs come from? But first become aware of your beliefs. What are your beliefs? What are your beliefs around relationships, about who and what women should be, how we should act, how we should behave? What are your beliefs around things like wealth and abundance and work? What kind of work should we do? What are the expectations that you formed over the years? I often hear women say, yeah, I don't want to be wealthy. I just want to have enough. Why? What's wrong with being wealthy? Why do you not want? Why do people not want abundance in their lives? What are your beliefs around women and abundance? And if these are the beliefs and the stories that we tell each other, that is where we're going to get stuck. So knowing what your limiting beliefs are, so important. I'm going to talk more about how to change, how to get confident, but these are the things. Your beliefs are preventing you from being confidently in who you are. And the last point is really, really important, is not knowing who we truly are. Again, so many women that I've talked to in their 40s and 50s. I have lost my identity. I don't know who I am anymore. Who am I? Ask yourself, who am I? Can you answer that question truthfully, authentically? If you cannot, then that is preventing you from being confident. How can you be confident if you don't know who you are, if you don't know what your values are, if you don't know what your purpose is? Why are you on earth? We were all created for a reason, a purpose. Do you know what your purpose is? So those are the things that prevents us from being confident. How do we build sustainable confidence? And sustainable confidence, that is what it's about. It's not about a quick fix. I can come to you tomorrow and I can say, I think you are an amazing woman. You've got so many talents and skills. You're such an amazing woman. And you will feel confident. Talks like this, motivational talks, you can listen to 150 motivational talks, and they will uplift you and they will make you feel confident and amazing. And then tomorrow morning you wake up and you are, the confidence raw off. The same with, we take confidence from, again, the things we wear, our houses, our cars, our positions in society, in work. Put a manager in front of your name and that is all temporary. Drugs, alcohol. These are all temporary fixes to make us feel confident, but they don't last. And what you want is you want a confidence that lasts from the morning, from the minute you wake up first thing in the morning until the end of the night. For the rest of your life, you just want to be confident. And yeah, there are still going to be days in between that you're going to feel, oh, not today. It's normal, it's human, but it's going to be a time spent as a confident person with days in between and where you're not confident versus the opposite. So how do you build confidence? And let me tell you, once you've found that place of feeling confidently your whole world change. Your whole world change. On the other side of it is a world with less stress, less anxiety, more peace, knowing where you're going, less conflict in your mind. Oh my gosh, I have had moments in my mind in my past where I had arguments between me and me. Now life is simple. I know what my values are. If it doesn't agree with my values, I just don't do it. So there is only one person that can build your confidence. I can help you. I can give you the tools. I can give you practices, new practices to introduce, new habits to introduce. I can help you set goals. I can help you with, I can help you in such a big way. I can help you find yourself. But you still have to do the work. You are the one that's going to make that switch. You are going to be the one that's going to stand in front of the mirror and say, you have got this. I love you. I accept you. I know you made mistakes, but it is okay. We all made mistakes. Still love you. I think you're amazing. That's the kind of confidence we want. And before I go down the list, there is a difference between confidence and arrogance, right? And I am well aware that many women have this limiting belief that confidence is arrogance. Oh no, I don't want to be like that, so I would rather be like this. I don't want to be this woman who, thinks she owns the world and everybody owes her. So I would rather. You don't have to be arrogant. If you are not the kind of person who's going to be arrogant, then you will not be arrogant. It's your choice. It's still your choice what you do with this confidence. If you take that confidence and you live your purpose and you help people and you're just confidently there in your skin, that's not arrogance at all. Right, so how do we build confidence? How are you going to build confidence for you? Your physiology matters. Your posture matters. How you carry yourself, how you carry your shoulders back, stand up straight. It matters. Try it. Roll your shoulders back and just put them back and see how different that feels, because your head automatically lifts, right? So chin up. Practice self-care. I have a question for you. If you have a friend who's struggling with her confidence, are you going to take her a pampering kit and go and give her the space to talk and to cry if she needs to cry, and to vent if she needs to vent, to be angry if she needs to be angry? You care about her. You're going to give her that space, right? What are you prepared to do for your friends that struggles? Well, this is what you need to do for yourself. And what do you think does that kind of care that you give her do for her confidence? It lifts it up, increases it. And that's exactly what you need to do for yourself. The more self-care you give yourself, the more confident do you become. And self-care takes many shapes and forms. While I'm talking about that, I am doing, if self-care is something that you struggle with, or self-love is something that you struggle with, I am going to be doing a 5-day self-love challenge starting on Monday. And where I am going to share a lot of tools in terms of self-care and self-love. So please come and join it. It's free. I'll share the link with you. I need to just make a note of that. I need to share the link. But so important. Self-care is so important, and it takes on many shapes and sizes, many ways that you can do that. Another way of building confidence is setting achievable goals and sticking to them. Got all your goals written, right? Take baby steps. If you want to start drinking water every day, more water. If you're not drinking any water, you should be drinking water, especially as a woman. Me too. Put a bottle of water, one of these, next to your bed. The moment you wake up, drink this bottle of water. Try and do it within the first half an hour. What is that doing for you? If you want to introduce drinking water, then you have, by the end of your morning, already finished 250 milliliters of water. You can do it, it doesn't have to be one of these, it can be any good-looking bottle. But just get into the habit of, and now you can start ticking things off your list of goals, small goals, baby steps, small steps. Because for every single goal that you achieve, you're going to celebrate it. You're going to acknowledge yourself for doing it and sticking to it. You're going to give yourself bragging rights. And that is going to mean so much for you and your confidence, because now you are taking yourself seriously. Acknowledge your achievements. It's so important. You've got to give yourself that pat on the back. Nobody's going to come and stand behind you and give you a pat on the back every single time you do something amazing. Maybe you have that, then you're extremely lucky. But it is worth so much more when you give it to yourself. We have to become sustainable, self-sustainable. If we want to earn our power, and then we have to do that. Improve your self-talk. Improving your self-talk is very much, you need to become aware of what you are saying to yourself. Slow down. Listen to the way you talk about yourself. I hear so many women refer to themselves as I am a people pleaser. I am never going to be wealthy. When you talk to yourself like that, that is who you're going to become. That's who you're always going to be. You're going to be stuck in whatever way you speak to yourself. And on the same topic, get rid of the labels. Stop labeling yourself and other people. You are not a people pleaser. Maybe you have got people pleasing behavior. Can you see the difference? Because when you say, I am a people pleaser, that's it. Cannot change. Won't change, will be stuck in it forever. But when you have got kind of behavior can be changed. You don't have to be people pleasing all your life. No. Develop a growth mindset. Growth mindset versus a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset is really someone who sees kind of, you would suggest something. There's always a way out, right? There's always a way out. But someone with a fixed mindset will be, that person that will see all the obstacles. All the obstacles will be so big and humongous. And here's the thing, when you focus on those big and humongous obstacles, it is impossible for you to have the brain space to see the opportunities, because there are always opportunities. You've just got to be able to see them. And when you're not focused on looking out for the opportunities, you're not going to see them. You're going to be stuck. Create healthy routines. Again, we're talking about the water. Go for a walk. Just do something from you to you. Learn new skills. There is no reason why you have to stay stuck in the skills that you've got. If there's a skill that you feel you need to add to your world, oh my gosh, the internet is an amazing place. There's so much free stuff, especially training at the moment. But like Warren Buffett says, the best investment that you can make is the one in yourself, and whether it's in your education or your self-development or your growth, that is the best investment. The people that are going to make it in this world, chaotic world, we cannot disagree on that, are the people who are happy and connected within themselves, the people that are confident, the people who knows and loves themselves. Those are the people that's going to make it, the people with a growth mindset. They are the people who's going to make it in this world. Practice gratitude. It's one of the most valuable things you can do for yourself, not only for your confidence, but for your life in general. You wake up, brush your teeth, just name a few things that you're grateful for. Sets the tone for the day. And add to it, I am grateful for the day I am going to have today. I'm grateful for this amazing day that I'm going to have today. It sets the tone for the day. And at the end of the day, thank you. So grateful for this and that happened. For having these people in my life. Make a list of your strengths and your skills, but also include your weaknesses. I didn't put it on my slide, but very important. By writing down, and it sounds like such a stupid exercise, but by writing down, by actually writing down, you will be surprised how many more skills you could probably come up with. Write them down and remind yourself, this is it, this is me, this is what makes me special. Nobody has this set of skills and strengths, this particular set of skills and strengths. You are unique in every way. Practice mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness is a whole talk for another day, but being mindful means the past has already happened. You cannot change it. Don't wallow over it. Let it go. Forgive yourself, accept, and embrace what is here today. The future, you cannot predict the future. You cannot control the outcomes, right? And you're not there yet. Where you are is here, today, in this moment, sitting here, listening to me. This is your moment. This is the moment that you need to be in. What you do here today is going to affect the rest of your life. So practicing mindfulness, if you can make this a part of your lifestyle, you will see how your life changes to a level that is that you could never even dream of. In terms of your relationships, for starters, you will start becoming so much clearer because you will not be multitasking, listening to your teenage daughter talking about her breakup while your husband wants attention, while you are cooking, and by the way, while your head is still in the boardroom. Because nobody can do anything properly, you know, if your mind is all over and you're splitting yourself in little pieces. The second last thing is get to know yourself fully. This is crucial to being confident. This is crucial to be confident. You cannot be confident if you don't know who you are. If I ask you, who are you? If you cannot answer, who am I? That question. If you cannot say to me, if I ask you, what are your core values? When I say core values, I don't mean your social values or your and now I can't get to the word, but I'm talking about who are you in your core? What is it that makes you tick? What is driving the ship for you? What should be driving your ship? Things like gratitude, like justice and fairness, family. What is it that's really, truly important to you? That is your core values. And more than often, when we talk about core values, people will say to me, okay, this is my core values. But when we really start doing the work, we will realize, okay, maybe those values were what was expected. She actually expected that of her to be like that, but really it's not one of her core values. I always talk about family, for instance. You know, society predicts that family should be a woman's core value. I beg to differ. We're all made differently. We don't have to be mothers. Can't all be mothers. Don't want to all be mothers. Family is not always the most important thing to a woman. It could be anything. It could be wealth and abundance. No judgment. Whatever your core values are, without the noise, without the expectations, without the beliefs, without your beliefs that you've built up. What were your core values right in the beginning, before you were influenced? What is your purpose? We all have a purpose. We all have that thing that we strive for, that lights our life up, that puts a fire in our belly. The reason why you were created. We were all created for a specific purpose. Whatever that is to you. If you don't know what your purpose is, then I seriously suggest spend time to find your purpose. What are your goals? What are your future dreams? Where do you want to be in 5 years? Do you know how many women that I ask, where do you want to be in 5 years? Not able to answer me. Not able to answer me. Ladies, life does not end at the age of 50 or 55 or 65, retirement age, whatever that is in your country. We are living longer. If you're looking after your health and your body and whatever, you could live until you're 100 years old. If you think life ends at 50, surprise, surprise, you're going to have another lifetime. Make it work for you. Gosh, if your kids just leave home, this is your time. Claim it. Give yourself the permission to be excited about the rest of your life. You have done your job. It's okay. You can let them go. Let them fly. I know it's hard. I know that. But they need to live their lives. We are all created to live a life. And then if you are lacking self-love, if you cannot look at yourself in the mirror and say, Suzette, I love you. You're amazing. I love you to bits. I know you made mistakes, but it's okay. It's okay. I forgave you. We all make mistakes. I know there were things that you were ashamed of and felt extremely guilty about. But it's okay. It's okay. You've got this. You can let it go. You can give yourself the permission to let go and allow yourself to let it go. If these are the things that you struggle with, then please make the effort to work on it. If you are struggling with triggers of past events in your life, then you've gotta work through them. If you just put a plaster on back then to survive and you just went on, there has got to be a day when you allow yourself to feel the emotions and let them release them. There's got to be a release. There has got to be a release. If you want to live a life of happiness and peace and abundance and amazing things, you've got to release and let go. Right. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Action steps before next week, Tuesday. Next week, Tuesday, we're going to be talking about I am abundant. Oh my gosh, that's going to be amazing. I love talking about abundance. But before we get there, these are your action steps that you can take immediately. You do not have to go full hog. Just choose one or two or something. Just do something, baby steps. And drop in the comments which action steps you took. And drop in the comments what your challenges are. And let's just create a chat about what is going on for us. Okay, so spend time to reflect. Okay, I'm going to be sharing a document with you in terms of how to reflect. We talk a lot about reflection, and I'm not sure how many people know how to really reflect. I never used to know. It didn't even occur. It wasn't used in my vocabulary even. Reflect on me, really. Yes. Reflect on you. You're going to be spending time to really reflect. You're going to journal, you're going to meditate, you're going to do whatever it is that you can do to just reflect on what's going on here, and what's going on in your body. Action step 2 is to become mindful, to live mindfully, focus, really take the time to just focus on one thing at a time. I know we are known to multitask. Not a good thing, not a good idea. You cannot, yeah, I said it before, you can't do everything properly if you're doing everything together. Let's focus on one thing. Especially when you have your teenagers' conversations. If you're not able to, at that point in time when they need it, then you've got to make a point of saying to them, listen, I am not able to talk now, but make a time and stick to it. Okay? If you need 5 minutes out from the moment you get home to just unwind and process your day, you have to do that. You have to do that, and your family needs to know that you need it, because you cannot serve them properly if you don't look after yourself, right? So become mindful, become aware of your thoughts. So important. Your thoughts, and yeah, when you start doing this, it's sometimes scary what comes up. The actual negative thoughts that we have. It's actually quite human to have that. But yeah. Practice gratitude. It's a simple thing to introduce into your daily routine. Very simple. Make a list of your skills, your strengths, and your weaknesses. Celebrate your weaknesses. We've got to acknowledge it. You know what? We're not perfect. So what? So celebrate your weaknesses, and of course your strengths and your skills. So those are the action steps. I would really love for you to share your takeaways, share what it is that you're going to be doing, and yeah, let's just share everything that we are, that whatever your beliefs are around confidence, wherever you are at in terms of your confidence, let's start conversations with each other and help each other in building confidence. If you've got any questions, please drop them in the comments. If you've got any comments, please drop them in the comments. Before I let you go, so I'm going to share with you the Self-Love Challenge link. I'm going to also share with you the document on how to reflect. And I'm going to share with you also a link to my permission to change coaching session that I'm going to kick off on the 15th of June. It is with a group of like-minded women. It's a limited group. So if you are interested, let me know. If you're not sure if this is for you, then let's jump on a call, free of charge, of course, and let's just talk through whether this is for you. But I would love for you to be there. It's $240. It's really not going to break the bank. It is a 4-week course, and it's just going to be life-changing, because it's going to build your confidence, it's going to get you heard, and it's going to build your abundance. It's going to actually cover the whole bank shoot, because you're going to get to know what your core values are. You're going to get to know what your purpose is. You're going to get to know what your limiting beliefs are. You're going to learn how to reflect, all in 4 weeks. You'll get the necessary tools and guidance, and you will be coached by myself. So please take this opportunity. These prices are not going to be repeated again. So make use of this opportunity. I would love to see you there. June is an amazing month. It's middle of the year. It's setting us up for the end of this year. This year, I don't know for you, but for me, this year just flew by. I can't believe we are basically in June already. Time is really flying, and this is the year. This is the year for development and love, etc. So yeah. So thank you very much. I also, if that doesn't work for you, if 4 weeks is too much for you, I do also run a 1 hour empowerment session for $99. So if you just feel like you just want an hour of my time to just drill down things, then take me up on this offer, because again, my normal coaching hourly rate is $250. So yeah, make use of this opportunity. If it is something that you want to do, again, reach out to me. Yeah, I'll share that link as well. Okay, so a lot of information. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to seeing let me just stop sharing my screen. I look forward to seeing you in the comments, and most definitely seeing you on our group coaching session. So thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time, and I'm sending you a whole lot of love.